How's it going, everyone? Well, happy Friday. Hope everyone's doing well here. Welcome back into another day of MLB research. We're actually going to have a little bit of MLS stuff going on a little bit later as well. Um, for the most part, MLB will be pretty quick. I don't have too many players that I like today. I actually think we could do a little bit of MLS research today as well. Um, I just completely forgot the name of the app I've been using to research MLS because I am stupid. Player stats. Player stats. There we go. We can do a little bit of both. I want to get some MLS stuff out later today. I think there's 5 MLS games. We have a little bit of MLB stuff as well. So let me just have this ready to go. I've been using this website, Player Stats, which has been really, really helpful for MLS type stuff. Especially you go really quickly, like prop finder, select stat, shots. Nope. Pick 3+, and I want someone that's at least hit 3+ in 70% of the last 10 games. I'm not logged in. It would help if I did, huh? Okay, now we can go look. So you go 3+, 70%, MLS, and this is super easy tool to use. So there's only 2 games. It's because of the time. So Pasalic, Ojeda. We had Luis Campagna in New England, and then the annoying thing is being a European website. Their time zones for the 8 o'clock games gets fucked up. So you go to 3. This will actually mess up. I need to see where this ends today. So unless the last game is San Diego versus Nashville. So after that one, we can't pick any. These are tomorrow's games. So really good tool. I'll probably get around to it at the end. Just want to get through a little bit of MLB stuff today. Actually, not that much that I love today. We actually crushed yesterday with some baseball stuff. So let's get back into it here. Firstly, a couple of things that I like. My buddy CJ, he is on the Padres money line. I like it a ton today, mainly because of the pitching matchup. Coming off a loss, Nick Pivetta against Miles Mikolas. I think Mikolas is very, very bad. I think he's one of the shittier pitchers in the MLB. He's not quite Eric Fetty bad, but he's relatively bad in my opinion. So I like the pitching matchup. I think they're going to go for it coming off of a loss. That's a good offense on both sides. I like the over as well. But Nick Pivetta has been good this year. I trust him. Kind of like it. I took it already at -117 over on ProfitX. So we already have that one locked in. A couple batters that I really like today. Mickey Moniak. We'll talk about him. Let me go through into the cheat sheets here. Where are you, buddy? Mickey Moniak. You're looking overall at his pitch mix. 4-seam splitter, curveball, sinker. 4-seam crushes it, curveball crushes it, sinker crushes it, splitter crushes it. There isn't a single pitch that Dean Kremer throws that Mickey Moniak doesn't absolutely love. You get him a fantastic price as well. I believe he's at -118 last time I looked. Where's Mickey? Well, it's been taken. You can't even get it right now. It was at -118. It looks like it's been completely filled up of late. So if you need one single player prop solo today for me from the stream, it'll be Mickey Moniak. So I like Moniak. I like the Padres money line. If you guys like the solo plays, those are probably my 2 favorite that you could actually outright bet. Now, a couple other guys. We're going to stay with the guy who's on fire right now. The last 15 days exit velocity over 102. He's getting 40% barrels, an 88% hard hit rate in his last 15 at-bats. Nick Kurtz is on a generational heater right now. Ryan Gusto does not like facing right-handed or left-handed bats. And once again, similar to yesterday, there isn't a single pitch that he throws that Nick Kurtz doesn't love. We're talking 4-seam, mashes it. Curveball, does really well. It's actually his worst pitch, but still over at 348 weighted on base. Changeup, loves it. Cutter, loves it. Great slugging percentages on 3 of the 4 pitches. The only one that doesn't is that curve, and even then, it's still a pretty good one. It's still a pretty good slugging percentage. So all in all, I think Nick Kurtz is due a really big game today. He crushed the ball. I think he had 3 doubles yesterday. He had 1 line out to the wall. He's absolutely on fire right now. We'll trust him with basically anything. When he's hitting the ball real hard, especially with a relatively short porch in Houston. I think he's going to get you. He's got to just pull one, and I think he'll be in a really, really good place. So Nick Kurtz, probably one of my favorites. Aaron Judge, another one in a really good spot today, but he's at like -200 for anything. It's a similar case. Like there isn't a single pitch that Taijuan Walker throws that he doesn't like. Sinker, cutter, slider, Actually, no, the splitter. He doesn't like the splitter. So if he'll throw the splitter, maybe, but the splitter is a 10% pitch. It's not done great. Aaron Judge back at home, we know he doesn't get as much of a bump as the other players do at the home lineup, but he is better at home than he is on the road. I like him here. The Yankees got to put up some wins together. The Blue Jays are going to start running away with that division. They also only have like a game in hand on the last wild card spot for playoff positioning. So they got to be careful. They got to pick some games up. It's a pretty tough series against the Philadelphia Phillies, who have Kyle Schwarber, who right now might be the hottest home run hitter in baseball, maybe between him and Geno Suarez. I like him a lot again today. Again, four seam, changeup. Sweeper's not bad, but he doesn't love it. Curveball. I'll go right back to it. Will Warren's significantly worse against left-handed bats than he is against right-handed bats, and you're back in Yankee Stadium. You'll back the lefties as well. I'm sure some people ask about why I don't like Bryce Harper today for that. The sweeper curveball mix just hasn't been great, mainly the sweeper. He's seen it 29 times, and he hasn't got a single hit. He whiffs on it 67% of the time. He strikes out on it 33% of the time. I don't love that, especially for a pitch that he throws almost 20% of the time. That scares me off a little bit, having an inability to hit that pitch. I still think Bryce Harper is really hot right now, so I don't think it's a terrible bet. And I know it's only 80%. He still hits 80% of the pitch as well. Just scares me off a little bit there. I'd lean Schwarber for myself here. You have similar odds for both of them. I think Schwarber's been just as hot. Pitcher-wise, there's a couple guys. Although Ryan McMahon's out of the lineup, I know that'll affect it slightly. I still do like Dean Kremer for K's. He's been pretty consistent in his last 5 starts, over his last 7 starts, and 5 of 7, 4 of 5. He's been really, really damn good. They're still a absolute nightmare for K's, but I will preface in saying they are slightly worse with Ryan McMahon out of the lineup. He's basically been one of their biggest K guys. The only guy who strikes out more than him was Michael Toglia, but Toglia is still in the lineup. So I still think it's a pretty good K lineup. We got Dean Kremer over on the court at like minus 104 late last night. So it's obviously moved in the right direction it was all the way down to like minus 170. The Ryan McMahon news out of the lineup obviously hurts it, but still sitting around, you're looking at the minus 140, minus 145 range. I like Dean Kremer a lot today. I think he's going to put up Ks. Going to the other kind of common matchup. We actually have a couple common matchups that we like here. I like Nathan Eovaldi. To go right back to it, I know they're slightly worse against lefties than they are against righties, but the A's have been striking out a decent bit. He's fully ramped up, getting up to 102 pitches in his last start, 8 Ks against Houston, which is a relatively tough matchup. I think Eovaldi at 5.5 at a pretty good price here. I like him. And then going over just always fading the Los Angeles Angels. I'd rather take Brian Wood 5.5, even if I have to eat a little bit of juice. They have been better of late against right-handed pitching, but still, they're putting up strikeouts. That lineup still hasn't been fantastic. And you're looking over at right-handed pitching. Actually, no, they haven't really faced many good ones. The thing, Senga's a good job, right? Taiwan Walker having 4 against them is pretty gruff. Kelly 6. The two guys haven't really faced much in the way of right-handed pitching. I like Brian Wood today. I also like his outs. There's no way his outs is minus 120. There's not a chance in hell his outs is 17.5 minus 120 anywhere. Bet online. I mean, I don't know what that is, but that there's not a chance. I would hammer this line if I could. When's the last time he didn't go? Like, what? There's not a chance. I'm going to have to find out what book that is because Slam. Anything else? I do like walks potentially from Clay Holmes. He struggled with his stuff a lot this year. He walks a lot, about it 65% of times. The Giants walk almost as much as any other team. This could be a nice little parlay piece to throw in. Anything else that came to mind? Oh, Corbin Carroll. We didn't talk about him yet. Where is he? I do love Jackson Churio. Actually, that game's about to start up right now, too. We'll go check that one out. I do like Corbin. Actually, both Corbin Carroll and Ketel Marte look good today. It's really just one or the other. Pick which one you want. Mike Burrow's worse against right-handers than left-handers, but I'll just take the lefty today in that matchup, mainly because Eugenio Suarez doesn't have the same numbers that Corbin Carroll does. Loves the four-seam, loves the slider, loves the curveball. The changeup's the only pitch he doesn't like on that end. And then if you go to the other one, Ketel Marte looks just as good. Again, four-seam, great. Changeup, curveball, great. He just doesn't like the slider. So in a way, I almost Ketel might be the better move just because he doesn't see the slider as well, and the slider just thrown a lot less. But regardless, I don't think Mike Rose is that good of a pitcher. I also don't think that Cattell or Corbin will have much of a struggle today. And they're pretty correlated. You could take either one of them here today. So I like that. Is there anyone else that popped off the chart? Really anyone against Mikolas. You look at Mikolas, he struggles against both righties and lefties. Machado, if I remember correctly, graded the best when I was looking at everything. We did Nick Kurtz. Oh, Pete Crow Armstrong's another one today. It's really the only pitch he doesn't like is the 4-seam fastball, which is really incredibly weird. Most players, you see the good hitters, they crush fastballs. He doesn't love the fastball, but everything else that he throws, changeup, slider, sinker, curveball, there's not a single pitch that he doesn't like. Again, PCA is incredible against righties and struggles against lefties. So give me any righty, even though Adrian Hauser's been pitching a lot better this year and he's been the best starter on that team. He had a little bit of a struggle bus against the Pirates. I'll go right back to him for PCA. I don't think he's that good. Okay. Cool. Trying to think if there's anything else that stands out to me here today. Can't think of anything else. I think that's about where I'm going to wrap it up there. I just want to take a look and see if there's a couple more MLS things that I like today. There is one for tomorrow that I really like, and it's this FC Cincinnati plus 0.5 line. I like their money line as well, but I'd rather just take this plus 0.5 in case we get a draw. Inter Miami is going to be without Lionel Messi tomorrow. And Cincinnati, basically, I think, are one of the best team, if not the best team in the MLS right now. They're slightly worse at home, but they're still 8-4-1 at home, or sorry, on the road. And most MLS teams you'll find, let me go pull up their stats here real quick. Most MLS teams, what you'll see is they have significantly worse stats on the road, whereas they're actually decent. I think they're the best team in the Eastern Conference on the road in Cincinnati. They're the best team in the MLS on the road, to be quite honest with you. So I like Cincinnati. I think they're the best team in the MLS. And while Miami's good, Miami without Lionel Messi is a completely different team. He kind of makes everything tick there. So I think the line here with FC Cincinnati plus 0.5, you get a draw, and if they win outright, I like them both. I think FC Cincinnati looks fantastic. And yeah, I think that should wrap us up here. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I have on the top of my mind that don't want to get to. Player prop wise, Bouanga's not today, right? No, he is today. I like to add Bouanga in a builder. Probably want to add in Peck. I need to find a couple more guys. I'll do this off stream, so I don't have to spare you guys the boring details. So, to go over everything, I like Dean Kremer strikeouts over 5.5. I like Brian Wu outs. If you could find a 17.5 line, I like his 18.5 as well. But I prefer 17.5 line. I like Brian Woo's over 5.5 Ks, 6.5 Ks at plus money. I'd probably only put like half a unit on because the Angels have been trending in the right direction, but they also haven't faced many high K guys of late. I like his 5.5 line more than anything. Batters wise, I really like Kyle Schwarber. Either Corbin Carroll or Ketel Marte both look good today. Nick Kurtz, Mickey Moniak, Jackson Churrio's already started, so we'll avoid him. Aaron Judge, and I do like Kyle Schwarber as well if you want to SGP that game. I think, if I remember correctly, that should be it. Oh, and the Padres money line. I like the Padres money line a lot against Padres money line against the Cardinals. Jesus Christ, I couldn't even think about which team I was talking about here. So you have those three. I think all those three. I think that's like 7 right there. They'll give you a good bit. I'll be back. I need to post all my MLS stuff. I got to post a couple more MLB things for everyone over on X. So I'll have that posted. We're getting closer and closer to NFL season. Preseason starts next week. We have real NFL stuff in about 5 weeks, which is super exciting. Appreciate everyone sticking out with us through the kind of grindy days here of MLB. We will be back tomorrow morning. I'll be back again streaming, and we'll have another early morning stream for MLB. I'm also going to most likely at that point do some MLS stuff as well because there's a big MLS day. Regardless, I appreciate everyone hanging out with me here today. If you guys are not already on ProfitX, use code Cheddar, sign up, get over 200 back across your first month. Available in 40 plus states, so go check it out if you guys haven't already. In my opinion, especially if you're in a non-sportsbook state, it is the best way to play. You don't have to worry about any pairs or anything like that. Put your solo bets on, and you're going to have the best lines across the market. So go check it out if you haven't already. Code Cheddar if you haven't. And I'll be back tomorrow morning at around 12 a.m. or 12 p.m. I'll see you guys then. Peace, guys.